welcome to our series on using Oracle Linux Automation Manager. This video shows how to create a dynamic inventory using the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Ansible collection. Before moving forward, check out our previous video if you are unfamiliar with the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Ansible collection. So let's get started. Building off our previous video's Git project, we need to add another YAML file. Following the required naming convention of someidentifier.oci.yaml, create the file as inventory.oci.yaml. We'll create this in our project's collections directory. Still, the file can be located anywhere in the project, including the root directory. With the file open for editing, add the entry plugin:/oracle.oci.oci, which enables the dynamic inventory plugin for Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. The plugin pulls all the hosts by default when pulling instances from our tenancy to build the inventory. Depending on your setup, this list could be massive. Therefore, we should touch on the principle of least privilege. This means giving our user account or process only those privileges essential to perform its intended function. Examples include using the available dynamic inventory options and identity and access management (IAM) policies to limit the scope and prevent running playbooks against too many hosts. Another way to practice the principle of least privilege is by not using host::all in our playbooks and specifying specific hosts or groups of hosts. Although these are all fun topics, we'll stick to discussing the plugin options for this video. Specifically, we'll use the highlighted options to filter the compartment and the project tags. Since the hosts we want to return are in a private network, we'll also include the hostname_format_preferences option. This option is required as only public IPs are returned by default. Review the options and save the file. Then use Git to push the changes to your repository. Now access the Oracle Linux Automation Manager instance by logging into the user interface using your browser and admin credentials. Navigate under Resources and click Projects. Click the sync icon for our existing OCI project to ensure the latest code is pulled from our Git repository. These changes should include our new inventory.oci.yaml file pushed earlier. Next, we need to create a new inventory. Navigate under Resources, then Inventories. Click the green plus button and then select Inventory from the list of values. Type OCI Dynamic for the name and Default for the organization. Review the changes and then click the Save button. With the OCI Dynamic inventory created and information displayed, select the Sources tab and click the green plus button. Enter OCI YAML for the name and source from a project from the source list of values. Then click the search icon next to the credential text field and select the OCI credential previously created. Close the pop-up dialog by clicking the Select button. Now, click the search icon next to the project text field and select our OCI project. Once we've picked our project, click the Select button to close the pop-up dialog. Next, enter the full path to the inventory file containing our plugin and options in the inventory text field. Type collections/inventory.oci.yaml and be sure to exclude the leading slash. This is the path and the file name created earlier within our project. Review and click the Save button. Once the save completes, scroll down the page and find OCI YAML in the list of sources. Click the sync icon and wait for the sync job to complete. The cloud icon will turn green when the job completes. Next, navigate to the Host tab. The page displays all the hosts discovered in our compartment based on our set filters. We can now run our playbooks or an ad hoc command against these hosts. But we'll cover that another day. Thank you for watching. For additional information on Oracle Linux Automation Manager, access the Oracle Linux documentation or Oracle Linux Learning Library.